intentions and distractions. Okay, we'll keep it tight today, and then we'll do a more next week.
No.
No.
Are you a night owl or a daily, or you are more active on the morning?
Okay, you start, Sam. Like, how are you doing? And then the answer to that question, and then we'll pass it around. I love that.
In my case, I some time ago I used to be a night owl because this is the best time for not being distracted by anything, and you can be totally focused on what you are doing. But it also had a very bad impact in my sleep and everything. So then I switched to be working during the day. But it was like I was beginning to work at 12 a.m. or something like that. Sorry, 12 p.m. like during all the night. And intentions for this call, I'd like to, if we can, talk about the video. I don't know if it was already in the agenda. Maybe I had to also. I hope that there is some time for that. And also, I would like to invite Fiore. We have been working on the Hatch front page design, and we had some questions for the communication. We would like to gather some feedback. So I will write her when it's the time, so she can show you the design. And I pass it to Jake.
I'm glad you're feeling better. Yeah. Hi, guys. Is this just intentions, distractions?
Are you a night owl or a day person?
Yeah. Oh God, no, I don't get to be a night owl. If I'm a night owl, then I'm not sleeping at all because the daytime is run by the kids. So you don't get to choose that. If I don't go to bed, then God help me. I wish I could sleep more, honestly. come 8 o'clock, you're like other than that, I used to kind of be a night owl. I mean, crypto will make you a night owl. Like, you know, because I'm from the West, so it's like, I hate Asia. Oh God, I hate you. God damn, you suck. Yeah, other than that, no. Yeah. I'm not a night owl. I don't want to be a night owl. No, none of us should be a night owl. What is that? Damn, that internal clock, it has a word.
Circadian rhythm.
Yeah, your circadian rhythm. Because we're supposed to rise with the sun and we should set with it. And when the moon is out, we should be at rest. That's kind of the natural way. You vampires out there. Anyways, all right. I'm gonna pass it off to who hasn't gone yet. Livia.
Yeah, I didn't go yet. I think it depends. I feel very adaptable in that sense. Like I was in Egypt before, and then it's a very late night culture. So I would be finishing work at 10 and partying until 4 every night. That's what people do. It's just like there's drums in the house all the time. And then I would wake up at 10 and like have that was really nice for me. But then I moved to this side, and then I've been waking up like really early, and now progressively in Brazil, it's kind of okay. The mornings are quite free, but then I adapted to wake up super early. So I'm a very day person lately, which has been great. I enjoy it. And I'll pass to YGG.
Hey everyone. So I think the question is something like, are you a morning person or a night person? So I'd say I like to be a morning person. Like when I've had so much structure in my life and I've been in really like a good place, I'm usually getting up very early, and getting outside. That's my favorite thing. Is like get up very early and walk to maybe to work or to school or wherever I'm going. That usually sets me up for a really good day. As of now, I'm working at home, of course, and so I'm still getting up early, but I'm feeling kind of slow in the mornings. But I feel like nighttime is when there's like creative juices flowing. Like when I've especially lately now in this kind of season or this past year or so, I've been doing a lot of work where I'll get really into it around 8 or 9 or 10 p.m. and just stay up till like 2, 3, or 4 a.m. And just get this continuous solid block because there's no distractions at night. There's like no meetings. My roommates are asleep, so it's easy to just stay focused and keep going. So it's this trade-off between like productive early mornings and late night creativity, I think. But I'm kind of into both. And then so sometimes I'll only sleep a few hours and then take a nap during the day. So I don't know who hasn't gone. Aiden?
Hey, yeah, Sean just invited me here today, so I'm gonna probably sit in for some things, but see, morning person or night person? Definitely currently I'm not a morning person. I'm trying to kind of start to create a little bit more structure in my days, but yeah, I'm definitely a night owl. I like to stay up late, kind of similar to Sean. I like to be kind of alone and have that creative time and just kind of like reflect. But I do find waking up in the morning is a better way to start your day. And I'll leave it at that for now.
Can pass to Nate.
Yeah, can you hear me now? I'm very much with YGG on that one. My peak production hours are pretty much between the time of 10 and 1 a.m. and yeah, just how I've always been wired. So I still get up around about 7 or 8 every morning, but just run off no sleep, So just the way it goes. So I'll pass it to Sim.
I already went. I pass it to Metaverde.
I'm both. As a former horse person and goat farmer, well, actually, it's the other way around. Somebody said that I was a horse person because horse people get up early, and so that was something I could do early in the morning. I really, really like getting up early and getting out and taking care of animals. I don't have any right now, so that's starting to become a frustration. It's been a few years. And I like to nap in the afternoon, and then I like to get up and work some more. And actually, my best time to nap is like 5 to 8, and unfortunately my martial arts is 6:30 to 8:30 in the evening, and I can't convince my coach to do morning classes because he's a night owl. So I'm both. I like to get up in the morning and get stuff done, then sleep like a log, then get up and do more stuff. And let me see, I gotta put my glasses on, and I'll pass it to Tam. Is that what you go by?
Tamara.
Tamara, okay. You, Tamara.
Thanks, Meta. So what Jake said resonates, what YGG resonates. My executive functions peak in the morning, like a good 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m. I'm really peaking. And then it sort of dwindles after. So definitely love mornings. But then if I want to tap into my subconscious and just be very creative, and it's, drawing or writing or something that is, I don't know, I want to say like spiritual, then evenings are better, but I'm also a parent. So like Jake, it's very painful for me to stay up very late because then I have to be up at 6 o'clock in the morning for parental duties. So I'm really happy with my morning rhythms right now, to be honest. And I will pass. Santi, we didn't hear from you, did we?
Thank you, Tam. I guess it has to do with the age. I used to be a night owl, and as years go by, I've become more an early morning owl. I like waking up early, especially on weekends. And on weekends, I do some sport, and even on weekdays, I just like waking up. It's dark, no one's there, no noise, nothing's there. Your brain is ready to start doing some work. And at night, I just get tired. Usually late, but at midnight, I'm done. There's no way I can do work. I can watch stuff and entertain myself, reading and looking at news or just answering emails, but not doing real work. So I'm more of an early guy. And Durgadas here. I'll pass it to him.
Durgadas, the question is, are you a morning or night person, and how are you doing?
I'm definitely a morning person, although I've been working so much lately that I'm a lot less so recently because I'm sleeping in right to the last moment before work. And yeah, I'm good. I'm happy to be slowly coming out of the long in Canada.
And Septimus. Oh no, we can't hear you, Septi.
Oh, sorry, like my mic was muted. I'm like Tam, like my peak is at morning, but I'm too lazy to wake up at morning, so it's like, but I feel like when I remember waking up at 6 a.m. and then I feel like this feeling of super focus, but my body tends to go sleep 2 a.m. and wake up 10 a.m. So I'm not using those hours, but I definitely those are the best hours for me. And I'll pass it to Jess back.
Thank you. Yeah, for me, I kind of feel like what Santi said. I think it has to do with age. I feel like when I was younger, I was much more of a night owl. But I've worked all the schedules. I remember when I worked in TV news, I worked from midnight till 8 in the morning. I worked for like a year and a half. I had to be there at 4 a.m. So I was waking up at 2:30 and I would like get a call on my cell phone. There's a fire. You need to come in early. And I'd be like, oh. So yeah, I do feel like now my best hours are in the morning. I feel like I need my like morning routine to set me. Like I do my exercise and my yoga, my meditation, and then that's like the best zone. But I gotta wake up early, like Zepti said, like to capture those hours. So I've been trying to push it back so I can have some time for writing and all that before the calls go nuts. So yeah, thanks everybody. That was really interesting to hear everybody's habits, and I hope you get good sleep and we can help each other to keep in the good rhythms and remind each other of these things. So that was a great reflection actually, Sam. Thank you for that. So yes, today I finally was able to put together a little exercise taking inspiration from Tamara. She let us do this really cool exercise. So first I want to make sure I put a Miro link in the comms channel and also in the agenda. So if you guys can pull up, and I'll share screen while everybody's accessing that. So yeah, it would be great to just, if everybody can give a thumbs up when they are able to get to the Miro so that I know that everybody's on board. And if you're not with your camera on, you can just verbally say you're good. Yay, Santi. Yay, Meta Verde. Plus my screen is freezing. Jake. Everybody on board? I guess I'll share in the meantime. Okay, cool.
It's asking me for a password.
Okay, the password is token engineering, all one word. Big T, big E. I'm not sure if it's case sensitive actually. So yeah, if everybody's good. So I thank Tamara for this awesome, fun exercise called The Aliens Have Landed. So she led us through this really cool exercise. Maybe I shouldn't show too much to give ideas, but we did this with the common stack. And the premise is the aliens have landed, or maybe I'm going to need help from Tamara. The aliens have landed. They don't speak our language, and we can only use symbols to describe what is the token engineering commons. So you can draw if you are good with the Miro pen, or you can copy and paste images, and I hope that function is working. I haven't, let me just double check that that function is working. Sorry, I'm still trying to be better at Miro board. Okay, yeah, cool. So you can copy and paste images, and if you first want to go to a sticky and put your name, then we'll spend, let's say, the next 5 minutes drawing with your pen here, or you can copy and paste images from like Google or whatever, and just using symbols, images, tell what the TEC is. So we can start. I'll put 5 minutes on the clock, and then if anybody has any questions or is having trouble accessing something on the Miro, just let me know. Are you ready?
I am not in the same.
Yes, I'm having it.
Oh shoot! Sorry, my
I am
internet.
not in the same Miro.
You're what? Not in the same Miro.
And Nathan is not either in the same Miro.
Let me just double check. I post.
We have to,
And is the password 2 words or just 1 word?
It's 1 word, token engineering.
And all lower letters?
Big T, big E.
Okay.
Posted it one more time in case the link was funky. It should be the same. Yeah, that should be the right one. Is it not working for you? If you have trouble, I can always put your name on a sticky for you. You can sling me some images, but it's probably more fun if you're in here. Everybody else can feel free to start. And then...
Hey, I'm going to jump out just in case it's a limit. And if Santi gets in after I jump out, then I'll just sit it out.
Okay. I see Santi, his pointer in there.
Oh.
If you
I'm inside, but I don't see the...
If you zoom out with your mouse mouse roll tool, that's the old boards,
okay.
and now we're over here for the first part.
Okay. What was the password?
It's token engineering, big T, big E, all one word.
And the goal is to represent what we understand by token engineering with one drawing or one image? Or...
it can be multiple images or multiple images, maybe like, a handful of images or a symbol or a drawing. Feel free to go crazy. Stop sharing.
So are we supposed to be on a blank canvas then?
Let's see. You just, if you put your, oops, 1 second. You can choose wherever you want, as long as it's kind of in this area. You can just put your name on a sticky and then carve out a little space for yourself. You can even drag it like this. Like if I go to the arrow, I pull my sticky over here so I can work over here. So just put your name on a sticky.
Oh, I see Jake. Okay, I'm kind of in range then.
Yeah.
All right, I'll try it.
Yeah, so like I put my sticky over here so I can have a little space.
Make that thing smaller. I don't know how that happened. Holding space. Okay, now let me see. So, but I'm supposed to be looking at a blank board right now?
If you scroll out, do you see on my screen share how if you scroll out, you can see the full board, and then if you
there we go.
Zoom mouse in, you can double click and put your name here, and then zoom out a bit, and then I can go online and put.
Let me see. Now I made my sticky too small. That's right. I don't mind just taking the time to like learn how to navigate the Miro board, and you guys go ahead and do your thing. I'll try to figure out what I'm doing. No, I don't want to be doing that. All right. Sticky, I want it regular. No. Oh, I did. Okay, but now I want it bigger. No, I don't want to draw. I feel like I'm working on FreeCAD. The same kind of things going on. Okay, I'm going to abandon that and get a new sticky for my little size. Medium, no. Large, there we go. Huh. Delete. 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 And let's try again. So how do I make the sticky bigger now that I made a small one? It doesn't want to get bigger again.
Okay, just 30 seconds to wrap up what you're doing, even if you choose one image really fast. Oh, trippy images here. Ooh. Hey. This is down. Our pencils. Virtual pencils. All virtual pencils, pens. Okay, so let's do a round of like 1 minute each if we can, because we have another part of this exercise, and just share what were like a few keywords or a reflection about why you chose this image. Does anybody want to start?
I can go.
And then pass. Okay, great.
My idea sharing these images was to show that we are a group of people working together, and that the purpose that we are, or what we are building, is something to give to someone else, other teams, to give whatever we will give them so they can create or develop the project that they're working on. And I'll pass it to Jake.
Oh, everybody's got cool little pictures. I at least typed my name on the damn file. I don't understand how people are doing that. How are you doing that? I really don't like Google. I don't. Or this is my role.
I'm on Team Jake.
I feel so lost.
That's fine. Do you want to share screen and like show a picture? Did you pull anything up, or do you want to say a few words about what came to mind, like while thinking about how we would, some words or images that popped in your head?
Is everybody seeing this? No?
Yeah, I can see the TC logo.
Oh, you do? Oh, wow. I tried doing something. I thought it'd work. I didn't know if it'd work or not. It's all tiny. I can't make it bigger.
Do you want That's okay. Do you want to pass it to somebody and choose another image, or do you like this image as, is this what you would show to aliens as a visual?
Oh, that was right. That was the point. No, this is not what I would show aliens. Oh my God. What would I show aliens? Jesus. Wow.
Like a symbol or a photo. Do you want us to come back to you, or do you want to just
Man,
say a
I'd
few
tell them, I'd
reflections
ask if they could come back in like 15 minutes because we're a complete absolute mess. Yeah, that's what I would say. Oh, okay.
Come back, aliens. All right. Who do you want to pass it to?
I'm gonna give it to you know what? Sim. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Sim. Aliens are coming to you, Sim.
Oh no, aliens. Well, I like the idea of Santi because it's my idea doesn't reflect what we are doing, but in some way I like this kind of imaginary in which we have because it's like we are creating something that is virtual from something that is not, and I guess we are kind of offering it to the rest, something like that. I was not so much. I use that in order to think about conviction and for conviction voting. So I just wanted to share. No. I think I'm going to pass it to Metaverde.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think I'm going to be spending some time this week learning how to navigate Miro, since this is a theme here at Token Engineering and I want to participate. I like Santi's thing with the people in a circle with their hands joined. I actually, the aliens I know speak my language, so it hasn't been an issue. I don't speak theirs, so they can get it by me, but life goes on. Yeah, I was looking at the hands, you know, the reaching hands that we have for, I think it's for Common Stack. Let's see if I can, I don't know if I can get it up and share my screen. I don't know if that'll work. Well, I don't know how to screen share either, never mind. But you know what I'm talking about, the many colored hands that are all reaching up, that one graphic. That's what I was looking at for putting on. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? I think it's like a Common
Is it
Stack.
on the website? Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's novel continuous decision making graphic, I think.
Oh, I'll pop. Actually, I can pop it into the chat. But I see I have my Miro homework cut out for me this week.
This one here.
Let's see.
This one.
Hey, Pat, how's it going?
Or are we up on here? I don't. You're saying this one, but
I
I
can
don't
share.
see where.
Sorry, yeah, 1 second. Sorry, I meant to share screen.
I don't. Oh yeah. Yep, that's the one.
This one.
Yes, that one. That's in my OneHive assets folder for tweeting occasionally.
Okay.
Oh, so I need to pass.
So, what do you like about this? What do you like? Do you want to share anything about what you like about this one in particular?
Just that I know that it has to do with commons and stewardship, and it's a known theme. And it seems like it's meaning to convey inclusion. I've done disabled care. Yeah, I've done disabled care and a lot of like anti-racist stuff. So it seems to kind of go with that. It sort of reminds me kind of like of like reaching up from below though. So it's sort of sad that way to me a little bit, you know. But I'm not criticizing it. I'm just saying it just kind of is sort of. But that's what I like about it, is because I know what it's intended. I believe it's intended to represent inclusion and, you know, just all the different voices being heard.
Great. Would you like to pass to somebody?
Oh yeah. let's see. Let me see. Olivia.
Thanks. Yeah, I put it that Cosmos with a hand because I thought if aliens were coming, they would see how humans have power to create things, and I feel like that spiral is like creating an economy is so huge with so much complexity, but it's also organized in a sense, and there is this like very creative collaborative hand. And then the other one is just how geometry can be beautiful, because I think there is like a high portion of beauty in everything we're doing. So there is all the mathematics and all the forms and shapes, but there's also some type of harmony into it. And I'll pass to who hasn't gone yet? Durgadas?
Yeah, so I picked mine because I just I felt like the hand sort of wielding all these different sort of technologies and the planet and everything. That's kind of the current setup. At the same time, I felt like the hand represented this kind of idea of agency and your ability to sort of make choices for yourself as an individual, especially around sort of blockchain things. So rather than to have it sort of imposed upon you, this idea that, you know, you kind of have this control over all of this sort of technical stuff. Plus, it kind of represents also all of the individual people who are contributing to, you know, the community as a whole, and really all the other things orbiting around, you know, that it all kind of works together. So I know it's a little bit stock imagey, but it sort of suited the thought that I had about our group.
That reminds me of like the Magician Tarot card. I like the image.
Yeah, it's also a bit of magic, you know. I mean, the stuff that we do is extremely advanced for most people, to be honest, and that's a lot of the reason why it's largely incomprehensible to many at this moment. But yeah, sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic, and that's another sort of a thing about that too.
Very cool. Wow. You guys are blowing me away. You want to pass it to somebody? I think Sean or Zepti or Tamra or Nate. Sorry, Durgadas, did you want to pass to somebody?
I apologize. Let's go with Metaverde.
Oh, I just went.
Oh, she went
sorry,
already.
I had it wrong. My bad. Aiden is
Yeah, I
on
can
the
go.
spot.
So I put a couple images here. One is kind of like to me that kind of even looks like a bit of a token. It's like the token land. Looks like there's a very prospering sort of ecosystem there. Good balance, very symmetrical. And then I added in because I kind of see like aliens could be perceived as just kind of like a higher level of consciousness too. So they might just see that and like understand that we've kind of like attained balance and sort of a beautiful island that inhabits lots of things. And then I basically just put value, little image, fair, sustainable. I feel like it says equal, desirability. I just like that it was green too. And then I added an image kind of equity. And they're all kind of picking something off a tree and making it sort of fair, even no matter what size they are. It's kind of similar to like being banded together, like with all the hands up. But yeah, those all kind of resonated with me with value. I mean, the island kind of looks like a token, and then the commons. And yeah. And I'll pass it to Sean, if he's here, he might be AFK. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I'm not
No,
sure who
I'm
else.
here. Yeah. Thanks, Aiden.
Sweet.
Yeah, good one with the token there. That's pretty cool. We should make that island. Next, we should make a proposal. Build an island. So yeah, I'm gonna start at the bottom here, this purple one. So this is the wampum belt. And I wrote an article just recently that just got published through the TEC, so that's exciting. Everyone can check it out. I write about this, and this is an artifact from Indigenous people here around Canada. And the wampum belts were actually used as record-keeping devices, and they would be carried and passed between different tribes and nations for record keeping. So it really is. It's kind of like the first decentralized ledger, and it's such a nice like symbolic abstraction because it's so simple. We just see here squares that are connected. It really does look like a blockchain, and in the middle, it's all around this like leaf or this tree. And I think this is such a good representation for what we're doing. And it also kind of looks like similar to the one that Santi posted with the people holding hands. But if you could imagine, if it's like an infinite circle, right? So if you just take a slice of an infinite circle, it looks like a line. But if this was like 8 billion squares connected, then it would be a pretty big circle. And moving up from there, this is like from the commonstack.org, a hatch release. So I wonder if aliens, if maybe they can't take the words off of here, if they could possibly interpret what this graph means. I think they might be able to, because these three lines have very distinct properties. The green one looks like some sort of price. The blue one is continuously monotonically increasing, so it's like a funding. And then this yellow is like a lower bound. So I wonder if they could interpret what we're doing just from that chart. And then, of course, the aliens would probably already know Gary from DDP. I'm sure he's partied with them, so that would be a friendly face for the aliens. And at the top here, it's just this like beautiful like DMT kind of geometry that would represent the very harmonic mathematics that we find at the base of a lot of the token engineering that's coming out. I feel like traditional finance is just like patchwork human illusions made up and stitched together and broadcast as propaganda. But when you've come to token engineering, everything is like based in natural principles and really aligns with this kind of sacred geometry. So I think that would be a nice message to get across.
How's that? You want to pass? There's Zepti and Nate who have not gone yet.
Yeah, Zepti.
Thank you, John. My two pictures, the first one means like there is an engineering system, like it would be like the smart contract, conviction voting, and then like the people is supporting that, and that's built for the people. And the second one is like a revolutionary thing, like that's our economy, it's our choice. It's like we are not going to be imposed by external governments or other.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So it's for us, and yeah, that's my thoughts. I'll pass it to Nate.
Okay. So mine is web, and I guess if I'm talking to aliens, I'd try to convey that it's building up the infrastructure for specific use cases and engineering those to a precise degree over our collective actions. So that's the route I took on that one.
Hey, Jess, can we come back to me now? I'm ready.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Okay.
So I chose two pieces of art. The one to the left of my name is from De Goya. And that was during the age of reason and the age of intellectualism. And he was a giant antagonist to the church and the way of thought. And he was a great catalyst in progressive art. And that piece is called The Sleep of Reason. And it's the sleep of reason produces monsters. that we all battle with thought and challenging the status quo. And I think if aliens came and saw our advancements, not just as individuals, but as a community, we've gotten pretty far from the catalysts of thought. More importantly, how those trains of thought or how bludgeoning they've been, that we've come pretty far. So the piece on the right is from an artist I enjoy called Alex Gray, who produces a lot of work for a band I love called Tool. And it falls in line with the sacred geometry and where we are. And I think we've made a lot of ground in those 600 years. And now look at us. I mean, look at what we've done. I mean, it's insane to think of what crypto and blockchain and what we've done in just 10 years. I mean, it's insane. So it's pretty cool. That's what I would tell aliens. Hey, we're doing better, guys. Okay, that's it. Thanks, Jess.
Awesome. I think I got everybody. Let's see.
Well, I actually dragged mine
Tamara.
quite. Hey, yeah.
There's yours. Okay, yeah. Yay. Oh, there we go.
So I actually dragged mine pretty far away, and it's going to be hard to do better than everyone who just went. You guys were all amazing and so thoughtful. I thought the aliens will probably speak stickman and chicken scratch. So that's the medium that I decided to communicate in. And, I thought simple, like group of humans, group of people building things and for each other. So we're a group of humans building things for each other, sort of in this circle here. And then the clock is probably not translatable, but into the future, for the future. So we're building things for ourselves, for our humanity, for a better future was what I hope to convey with all that. And I'll pass it back to you, Jess.
Very cool, Tam. I always love your drawings. I love this like circle effect and it's kind of like looks regenerative. For me, I put some half Earth image because I was trying to facilitate the exercise, but then I remembered a really cool image that I want to show as well that I always loved once it loads. This for me is just one of the coolest pieces of art that I've seen. It's kind of like this matrix forest, and I feel like many of us, well, for the aliens, I think they could understand that we are like exploring this meeting point between nature and technology, which actually nature is also technology. And I've always loved these people that do, there's a specific name for a branch of science where they study animals and they use this like physics in engineering of planes and things like this. And I think many people in this space are very much interested in the convergence of nature and tech, and that we can kind of read the codes that are there, and then, our wizards like Sem and read these codes and create from the embedded codes in everything that is around us and in our existence. So they can kind of tap into it and get a looking glass and then rewrite those codes, or follow the codes in nature that show us the answer to regenerative and healthy environments. So with that, it was so much more than I expected. And my plan, which we know how plans are, was to then take some of these keywords and put them on another sticky and kind of go into the one-liner. But this went a little longer than I expected, but in a really good way. I was able to take notes on what everybody said, and this is super inspiring reflections and going forward. And the purpose of this exercise was, we're reestablishing the why, like why we're all here and what is the Token Engineering Commons doing, what is its highest purpose, and trying to write about that, trying to put out memes. And so, yeah, if anybody has any further reflections, I'm going to take the last 10 minutes to be a bit practical and go over some GitHub stuff. But did anybody else want to share any last thoughts or reflections of other people's what they said, or anybody have any last riffing before we close this exercise? How did you find it, or are you sharing?
I enjoy these meetings, and I'm glad that I'm starting to attend them. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I think the exercise itself it's amazing, and then it's going to gather also like what the community thinks, and that is going to inspire like the people building the branding, and I think that's amazing. Like we're building it together. That's so cool.
Yeah, I'll add to that. Was super fun, Jess. It was a really nice exercise, and I think you did it so well. And I really, really appreciated to hear everybody's very different point of view and their perspective, and how each person brings something very different to TEC. It was really nice to hear it expressed.
Speaking of branding, did anyone notice how many circles there were among all the different people? So just an observation.
Very cool. Yeah, I also was drilling the circle like straight off the bat. Nice. Thank you. That was so cool. I'm going to enjoy reading back through this and letting it sink in a bit. So yeah, if anybody had any further thoughts, and thank you again, Tamara, for bringing us this very cool and fun exercise. And yeah, I'm going to now try to work with Marco and Jake and Nate and whoever else is interested in kind of processing some of this into some things that we can share to describe what it is we're doing with a larger field. So yeah, and maybe next week we can spend a little time developing a bit our kind of like one-liner or motto, whatever you want to call it. That's, we've had a few things coming out, but it definitely needs a refresh, and maybe we can take some of the ideas from this week. So I'll keep those notes so we can look again next week and maybe sit with some of these ideas to stew. Okay, so yeah, meantime, maybe we should take a breath to we were kind of in a little wormhole there. Okay.
Can we access the Miro boards later? Can I go back and look at it tomorrow or something?
Yeah, it's going to be here. It stays there. This is the big narratives comms storyboarding board. So we can keep track of some of these exercises and then go back and reflect or refresh on some of these things. So yeah, that will be there. And awesome. I'm aware. Yeah, of course. And I just wanted to say, Sam, about the video. For sure, I want to spend some time doing that. Tamara had recommended that we plan, and maybe I didn't get to communicate to you yet, was to do a storyboarding session with whoever would like to attend. I think Marco and Jake had expressed interest, and if Sam, I know you want to also join. We want to do just a smaller session to storyboard because we have the concept. So we just want to storyboard that out. So I will contact you about that and then share in the comms channel when we schedule that. So that was about the video. Of course, you can invite Fiore or anyone else to get some feedback, or just let me know what you're looking for feedback for the app, and then I can decide is it a good task to put on the board for someone to contribute, or do we need a small 2 or 3 person working session, or do we need the collective feedback of the whole group in a Tuesday meeting? Does that sound good for those 2 items?
Yeah, she asked Fabri and Gabi, who are the 2 developers of OneHive, because I told her we are doing
I can't hear you for some reason. Maybe it's just me.
Do you hear me now?
Yeah, we hear him.
I'll refresh.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, I'm so
Yes,
yeah, I
okay.
can hear you now. Sorry, my internet's a little wonky today.
I told her that we were doing a co-designing workshop, and probably we will not have time to gather feedback. So she's asking two developers of One Hive, and because it was a quick thing regarding how to represent the progress on the funding part, but I don't know if we have just 6 minutes and we don't have anything else. Maybe it's a good time to share with you which is the progress, and maybe it's a good way to keep everyone informed.
I do feel like, yeah, I feel like it might be nice to give it more than 6 minutes so we don't have to feel rushed. I wanted to talk about a few of the GitHub issues because we're on the last part of the sprint, and really more so it's like, I think maybe it would be better to have more time. Is it okay with you if we schedule like a 20 minutes block or 15 minutes block next week or in the meeting? Or is it something urgent that needs attention?
No, it's okay. Let's do it next week. And in that way, I also finish the thing that we started today.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we can schedule a good time chunk in the next meeting, and then maybe we can have like some question answers, and then we can identify what the specific like feedback is that's needed and how to break that out. Is that okay? So you want to present like the app and get some feedback on the front end of it for next week?
Yeah, let's do this next week. I'm also quite interested in the in that meeting with the video. So if we can schedule it for before, then it's going to be maybe we will have a clearer understanding for next week.
Okay, awesome. Sounds good. I put to schedule in some time for the next meeting. Okay, and then yeah, we don't have too much time, and I don't want to overwhelm too much, but I guess we are looking at wrapping the sprint tomorrow. So a few of the issues that are on the board. The news and praise blog I just finished editing this morning, so that should be pretty much done. I just have to make sure with Craig, and we're going to publish it and send that out. If anybody wants to help, like retweet and pass that around. So for onboarding. Okay. Jake, did you have any major updates? Otherwise, I'm just looking. I think most of this other stuff is getting done. I just have to check with people who are not here.
Okay,
but did you have any updates really quick?
Oh, I'm sorry, Jessica. Yeah, as far as comms, actually, I do. I do have an issue. I've made quite a bit of progress with Badger DAO, and he wants a lot of material. He wants to know exactly what we're doing. He's really interested. I've made a lot of groundwork there, but I don't have anything to send him. Well, what should we be communicating to Badger DAO is the advancements of token engineering. I'm kind of at a loss here. I kind of swung for the fences and I did it, and now I'm like, oh crap! Now I got to catch the ball. So, so as far as comms, I want to make it an issue. I want to open this up to everybody, of course. And what do we want to send to Badger? Because he's really interested.
Okay, maybe we can schedule a breakout call since you and I are going to go over the web content together anyway, and we can look at another task I wanted to do. We had kind of roadmapped out some stories and content pieces, so maybe we can look at that together and see if there's anything that needs to be added. And Nate, you can feel free, if you're up to it, to join the session. I know you said you haven't been feeling well lately, so don't feel pressured, but does that sound good? We can schedule a breakout session, Jake, to look at maybe develop some further content.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're not, I mean, I want to I'm not on a time schedule, but if we can get something together somewhat quickly, I mean, I'm not asking about like today or tomorrow or anything, but because this is a later project anyways, but yeah, that I would, and again, like Nate, jump in. Anybody else, and Sim, we need relevant information. So that'd be really cool. Thank you.
Down to help out.
Okay, awesome. We'll schedule a session. Jake and Nate, I'll also reach out to you to catch up. Are there any other questions? Otherwise, we'll wrap so everybody can go to SoftGov with Livy, and then Jurgadas, we were maybe going to have a chat now still and walk through your process. Do you still have time for that, or did you want to? Okay,
yeah,
awesome.
I mean, I'm doing my regular job, but it's not busy today.
Okay, cool. So thank you so much, everybody, and enjoy SoftGov. I wish I could come, but Jurgadas and I are overdue, and this is his best time. So we're going to hang out and talk a little bit about narratives if anybody wants to stick around. Otherwise, thank you so much. It was an awesome session.